Hello everybody, you were looking at a stack of Hot Wheels cars and we're going to open them today in lieu of an unboxing because I haven't done a J or Case Hot Wheels unboxing. You may have noticed that. They're coming. There was a little bit of a distribution screw up over at Mattel, but they've got it fixed and the new cases are coming and I'll open them as soon as I get them. And yay, 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 but it gives me a chance to kind of do something I've been wanting to. I've got these older models, these 2009, 2010 Hot Wheels that I found in a store a few weeks ago and I've wanted to open them. But I thought, why not open them on video, talk about them a little bit, especially for those of you who weren't collecting back then. You may find this interesting, you may not, I don't know. But what I want to show you real quickly, and then we'll start opening these. This is a 2009 new models 1970 Buick GSX. And if you're familiar with this car, you would say that's a fairly stock deco on the car. The actual 1970 GSX was released with this stripe that runs along the spoiler and then along the side with the hood stripe there, which is kind of cool. And Hot Wheels has always done this. They've always tried, at least, especially with the muscle cars, to release the first versions with a somewhat stock-related deco. And future versions might have flames or stripes or whatever else, but I like collecting these, and I was kind of dumb in that some of these I didn't pick up back then, and it's kind of fun to find them now. And I found these in a store. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, I picked them up. So we're going to go through these. We don't see as many muscle cars in the Hot Wheels line. Some people think they're moving away from them. They're not. It's just, there's a lot of interest in the Japanese cars right now, and that will continue. But it's nice to see a nice variety. And these cars, I think, a lot of you who haven't collected from back then might start appreciating these a little bit. So let's start opening them. We're going to work through these cars. They're almost all American muscle. I think the artwork on these is really nice. It's nice and clean. It was one of the first times, I think it might have been the first time they ever did individual artwork for the models. So there's the Buick GSX 1970. I'll move in here a little bit. And while that's going, I'm going to open up this other version I found in red. Sorry about that. I hit the camera, so here we go. Back to what we were doing. Here's the red GSX that I found. I found two versions. I think there's also a yellow, which is a real signature color. There's the artwork. I know I'm on my close-up here, so maybe I'll move back, but I'll let you look at the red one here while we move through these. So, again, muscle cars, muscle cars, muscle cars. Here's another one. I'm going to move back. This is the 1971 Maverick Grabber. This is also a new model from 2010. Same artwork, same era. I particularly like the Maverick because my dad owned one before he bought his Honda Accord. There's the artwork. Again, the Maverick Grabber, this was what the stock versions look like. Boom. Let's move in. You can look at that one. I have a feeling this is the Maverick that Sung Kang did for SEMA last year with his group of volunteers and kids, which was really cool. And I wonder if we'll see a Hot Wheels version of that. I hope we do. This is a really cool model, one that also didn't go appreciated. And you think about, I can blabber on, but you think about all the interest in some of these cool Japanese cars. Well, I think 2009, 2010 Hot Wheels was doing... they were still doing Chargers and Camaros and Mustangs, but they were doing some interesting cars as well. And I think this falls in that same mold. So, as does 2009 new models, custom V8 Vega. Let's shake that up. I've got three colors here, so we'll get to that really quickly. Found all three colors. I was happy to do that, to buy them all. There's the Vega. Let's move the Maverick. And while those are, I'm going to go into close-up mode here in a second because you're going to see this teal Vega and this red Vega as well. I'll open them off camera so you can gander at that yellow Vega. Artwork for the red. And teal, would you call that teal? Green? I don't know. There's the artwork again, and And here is the teal. All right, let's keep going. While you look at the teal, another cool first edition from 2009 is the 1971 Dodge Demon in light green and yellow. Again, go look up the 1971 Dodge Demon. Look at the deco. Look at the stock versions. Now, these are different. Unless this is an error. I don't know. You know what? Now I'm going to have to go back and look. See, one of these has a black stripe on it, and one of them doesn't. But I don't care. I'm going to open them both. So that's something to look for. I'll once I go ahead and once I stop this video, I'm going to look it up. All right. You know what? I didn't really show these properly because we'll move back. I was trying to do it on the close-up there. So there you go. Dodge Demon. Move the Vega. Clean one on that one. There you go. I'm assuming that that was meant to be because you would think other deco is missing on the hood there, but there's your green. And the Green Demon. I'm not done. 2009 new models again. 1966 Ford Fairlane GT. Here, we'll move back. In teal, I think this is also, there's only this one here when I found these. But I think there's a couple other colors. They were doing a lot of recolors back then too. There is your artwork. And here is your car. See how well done these are? It is pretty cool to see. (2009) new models. You sense this theme? Look at all the cool stuff they were doing. AMC Javelin AMX. This one came in 3 colors as well. I think maybe even 4. I only found this green one. I've seen a lot of appreciation for the Javelin lately. And trying to see if there's in my shot here. You can see a Javelin right there. Look, second column right there at the top. There is the Hot Wheels Premium Javelin in red, white, and blue from the Trans Am series, Vintage Racing. All right, sorry. We'll have to feature that one again. There is the Javelin. It's a different casting, actually. That one's a little bit more racing-oriented. This one is more stock. And there we go. Move in here. All right, now I'm going to do 2 more, actually 3 more stock cars, and then I'm just going to show you some other ones. We'll call it a day so we don't go too long here. So there's the Javelin. Here, let's move back. Look at here, 2009 new models, 1970 Plymouth AAR Cuda. Just gets better and better, doesn't it? Look at that. Matte black hood, glossy stripe. So detailed for basic models. And I mean, they are now too, but you can just see this, just what they were doing here, muscle cars wise. It's just so cool. That matte black goes even into the grill area. It also came in, I think, I'll have to look at the other colors, and I'll need to find them and get them. And while that is twirling, we'll move back a little bit. 2009 new models. 1969 Cougar Eliminator. Look at this thing. In purple. Muscle at its finest, I think. We've seen the recent Cougar casting that was in Car Culture and such. But I just think, you know, look, there's Car Culture in the background. Don't you think some of these cars that I'm showing would be a great little, like, muscle car batch of car culture or something like that. Bring these casting back. Do them in some stock versions or something. They are, I mean, I don't think these can be beat, but it'd be nice to see them in some real riders, and they're such good wheel options now. Real rider wheel options. Try and say that fast. There is the purple Eliminator. I think it really just is kind of cool to kind of get a sense of you know, how cool these cars were back then, and they're really worth collecting. All right. Okay, so the last 2010 new models. 1967 Pontiac Firebird 400. Now this one, we're going to see a modified version of this in 2017. Brendan Vituski, and I'm hoping I'm saying your name right, Brendan, owns one of these cars, and his actual car, which is an unpainted modified car, has no hood, is going to hit the basic range for Hot Wheels. We previewed it on the blog, and this is the first version. Again, stock. Look at the hood, look at the stripe. There's a third color of this car in blue, but I found this red and this green version. I'm really excited to do it, to have found these. In fact, of all the models I found, these were the ones I was most excited about. And we'll go ahead and open them up. Here's your artwork. And this one is just, it is just cool, cool, cool. We'll go ahead and let that do some twirling while I open green. I love the wheel choice on it with the OH5s. Just fits, I think. There's your green artwork. And we'll move that right here, and we'll put green in. Okay. Now, I picked up a couple others. These are not the stock muscle, but the stock decos on muscle cars. But these were a couple other nice ones that they did, and I'm not going to open them now. 69 Camaro. The Hotchkiss livery. There was also one other in yellow that I think was a Walmart exclusive, and actually not terribly easy to find, if I remember correctly. But these are done with the OH5. 69 Camaro casting's nice, a little stocky, but I like it. But I thought those were nice, so I picked them up. And lastly, this is 2009. Sorry, I'll move back here. Corvette C6R. We saw some more stock versions released first, but this is a standard release in blue plus a Kmart exclusive. And that was in the store too, so I'm assuming it was returns or something, but I wasn't complaining when I picked them up. So that was a nice version, so I'll let those stay for later. One other thing you see, and as I've been getting through the cards, there's some cards that were here. These are the other ones. This was a special series. Now, this is not from 2009 or 10. This is 2012, but I figured why not? I want to open this one. That Firebird I was talking about, this is one of the later versions and somewhat of a stock, not color, but stock deco. Not totally, but they did a special, Hot Wheels did a special Walmart exclusive for breast cancer awareness in pink. Ford Thunderbird, the Combat Medic, and then, not Ford Thunderbird, I'm sorry, Ford Thunderbolt. And then this 67 Pontiac Firebird 400 that I thought would look cool with the green and the red version. So I thought I'd open it up as well. A little bonus for you. I've been kind of into that Firebird, and I've wanted this pink version. They aren't particularly easy to come by as well. I didn't find these in the store. I found these, I got these separately. But I thought I'd open them up. Well, I'm not going to open up the other two, but I wanted the Firebird. And that was a lot on eBay with the three of them, so I bought the whole lot. And it's nice to have the other two. There you go. I'm going to move that in there. Okay. Just kind of a fun way to look back 7-8 years ago on some very, very cool stuff. I think they're worth collecting. You just got to go out and find them. Go to a convention or something and see what you can find. There's some really cool models. I have a lot more to collect from that era. And I think they're worth looking up. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, sorry. We'll get back to the unboxings here fairly soon. Talk to you later. Bye.